Hello everyone, it's Michael. Welcome back to my YouTube page, The World of Michael Trent. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that is close to my heart that's coming up in the beginning of February. I will be participating in the Turner Syndrome Awareness Card Auction to help raise money for the Turner Syndrome Foundation. I have 13 handmade cards in the auction. And I wanted to do this video because although there are photos over on the auction page, you look at a photo and it's very one-dimensional. Sometimes you don't get to see everything that went into making this card. And I'm hoping, selfishly, that maybe after you see some of these cards, you might want to bid on one or two or more when the auction starts in February. The auction is going to be from February 4th to February 7th. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 4th. It is going to be over on Instagram on Mulch Lady 6's Instagram page. Mulch Lady is my friend Lori, who many years ago asked me to take part in a blog hop that she was putting on. She is a fellow card maker. Many of you might know her. Lori's daughter, Julie, the nicest, sweetest person you've ever met, was born with Turner Syndrome. And she was putting on a card blog hop with many other card makers and asked me if I would participate. And I said, sure, why not? I will be honest with you, I had no idea what Turner Syndrome was before Lori contacted me, and you are probably wondering the same thing. So before I get into the cards, let me tell you a little bit about Turner Syndrome and the Turner Syndrome Foundation. So Turner Syndrome is a random chromosomal disorder affecting only women. Over 2 million women currently have Turner Syndrome. It really should be detected during a girl's first few years of life, if not at birth, for the best possible outcomes. Basically, in layman's terms, it's a genetic disorder where a female is born missing part or all of her second X chromosome, which leaves her with lifelong medical issues and learning disabilities. Turner Syndrome could trigger numerous physical, cognitive, emotional, and social complications. Most common health problems involve the kidneys, the heart, thyroid, diabetes, hearing, osteoporosis, infertility, serious pregnancy complications, especially for those undergoing in vitro fertilization. Over the last couple of years, with COVID rampant throughout the country, it's been very difficult for the Turner Syndrome Foundation to raise money. Most of their big fundraisers are held as in-person events, and this pandemic has basically put all of that on hold. The Turner Syndrome Foundation itself provides support, guidance, and educational programs for families impacted by Turner Syndrome. And the money raised in this collaborative card auction is going towards research to try to find a cure for Turner Syndrome. Turner Syndrome Foundation operates solely on donations. So that's why a lot of the bigger health issues have a lot of big names and brands behind them, and I wanted to put my time and effort and creativity behind a lesser well-known problem, and in hopes that it brings awareness to some people. So let me stop talking about this and let me show you the cards that I have in the auction. All of my cards have a butterfly theme to them because the butterfly has become the symbol for the Turner girls, as they are known. Just like a butterfly, they are considered fragile and beautiful miracles. And because it represents femininity, strength, and uniqueness, the butterfly was designated to be the Turner Syndrome symbol. So let me start with the first card. So this card, they're all A2 size cards. They will all come with an envelope. I believe that the auction is open internationally. So they will be mailed to the winning bidder. This is a 3D card. As you can see, there's some foam. This is a die cut. This is, oh gosh, what do we call this in English? In Portuguese, we call it EVA. This is fun foam, fun foam, glittered fun foam that I die cut and embossed with this die. And I used, I believe these are, I want to say Tim Holtz's, some of his quotes, but I might be wrong. So that's a basic card. They're all blank inside also, okay? This card I absolutely loved making. This was a napkin. And I adhered it to a piece of white cardstock, and there was a piece of fun foam under here also, giving it a raised effect. And then I have here the happy birthday die. I believe this is from Elizabeth Craft. And it was sticky, so I covered the front of this with, oh my gosh, microglaze, so that the stickiness would disappear from the glue that I used to glue down the napkin. Again, this is blank inside. This, and these three cards were all made using a butterfly stamp set from Anthony's Papercraft, the stamp and the matching die. So I stamped and die cut or fussy. Some of these I fussy cut, some of them I die cut. And I colored them all in very brightly. I love my bright colors, using some Bic ultra fine tip markers. And then I adhered each of these crystals down to each of the cards. It seems time consuming, but it goes fast, and I loved it. This is a happy birthday one. These two here, I used one of the quote chips from Tim Holtz from his Ideology line. I really love these. You can also get these butterfly stamps and dies from Anthony's Papercraft if you're interested. This is another card I loved doing. These are two images also from Anthony's Papercraft. One is the solid and one is the line drawing. So I used some inks on the solid, and then I stamped it onto the watercolor paper, and then I went back with the solid line drawing over it. I love that it's not perfect. I love that the colors are out of the lines, gives it a little bit of a watercolor effect. And here we have again some quote chips here. Dare to be different, dare to be yourself, and trust your heart. I don't want to give these cards up. Again, this is blank on the inside. These two cards, this was actually a really long strip that I bought here of the butterflies. There's no stamping done here except for the hello on the bottom. But I just cut this down, layered it onto a piece of purple, and then stamped the hello. So this is great for a little note card on the inside. So these are basic, but I still think that these are beautiful butterfly cards. This one, this is an old die from, oh, I'm not going to remember the name. Cherry Lynn. I don't think they're in business anymore. So I die cut this, and then I die cut it again using the pattern paper. And yes, I adhered each of the little pieces into these little spots here. The center, I have some foam tape underneath it to give it a raised effect. It is also on a piece of fun foam. I did adhere all the crystals here to the card front, and then a little sentiment, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. And again, it's blank on the inside. I really like this one. Here are two other, some basic butterfly cards. This was a die that I die cut, adhered to the card front. Two sentiments here. There is nothing like a dream to create the future, and miracles happen when you believe. Also on fun foam. Excuse me. These are also blank inside, and they are raised here, so there is a bit of a thickness to these cards. This is another card that I made using the butterfly from Anthony's Papercraft, along with the sentiments from the kit. Love is like a butterfly. It settles upon you when you least expect it. Spread your wings and fly. This is raised only on this side with some foam here. Blank on the inside. Very pretty card. And last but not least, this is a birthday card. This is a happy birthday washi tape that I had in my stash. I just did the strips across it. I adhered the 2 butterflies down to the front. These are the same butterfly that I used here. And perfect for a butterfly birthday card, blank on the inside. So each of these cards are over on Mulch Lady 6's Instagram page. I will have a link to that below. Many very talented card designers have donated their amazing cards. They're from all over the world. Many of the card designers are well-known names in the stamp industry. Many work on design teams for various crafting companies. I know that they have poured a lot of love into each of their creations. Guys, if you see a card that you love, please bid with your heart. If you cannot bid, maybe you could just make a donation to the Turner Syndrome Foundation. Links to the Turner Syndrome Foundation, the fundraising page, the Instagram card auction page are all listed below. And I really hope that we can help them raise some much needed funds to help the Turner girls in their fight to find a cure for Turner syndrome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you guys bid on some of these cards. And feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know if you've bid on anything. Spread the word, share the video, share the pages, and every little bit helps. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you back here soon.